Wait, did your friend get in the store? Yeah, she has no power. But the guy, the weatherman, Dennis Phillips, he literally put that it's going to snow on Sunday because literally there's a slight chance that we're going to have snow flurries Saturday night into Sunday morning because it's going to be so cold. So he literally put snow on the weather, on the news, which is funny.
So we may not have school Monday.
No, we definitely are going to have school Monday. Don't tell them that. They're going to be like, what? Okay, so there are two types of isosceles, or there's two types of trapezoids on the test, the big test on the center. Okay. There is a question last year when I was walking around and not looking at the because that's not allowed. And it said, make a trapezoid, prove that a trapezoid does not only have to be isosceles. And they gave you a graph. I want you to put a little star here. This is very important. This is for the state test at the end of the year. This is like your EOC. Okay. They had a graph on the EOC and it said some nonsense about make a trapezoid that proves that trapezoids do not only have to be isosceles. When people draw a trapezoid, they always draw this kind of trapezoid. Literally a question on the EOC last year was you have to plot 4 dots on a graph, literally make a shape that proves that trapezoids are not only isosceles. This is an example of a trapezoid that is not isosceles. So literally that's such an easy question, but it's so over your brain that like you forget. A trapezoid literally can be any 4-sided shape as long as one pair is parallel. So the top and the bottom are parallel, the sides are not. Everybody was making this on the EOC last year when I was walking around not looking at their test. Okay, they were like this, and it said not an isosceles trapezoid, so you'd have to plot something like this. This is on the EOC, so if you want to make a little star there, which is so silly and so simple, but people got it wrong. Okay, side note, so you have one pair of opposite sides that are parallel. Consecutive angles are supplementary, so we're going to label each corner A, B, C, and D. So just using your eyeballs, this looks like it's a 90-degree angle. This is an obtuse angle. Those cannot, the top 2 angles cannot add to make 180. What it means is D and C, so on the side, so we're going to say D plus C equals 180 because it's supplementary. On the other side, A and B, A plus B equals 180. The same rules apply for an isosceles trapezoid. If I have A, B, C, and D, same thing. Your same side angles add to make 180. So A, B, D, C, A and D do not. But there are diagonals that are congruent. So with your colored pencil that hopefully you should have grabbed. It looks like none of you are grabbing your colored pencils. The diagonals are congruent. So I'm going to highlight the diagonal. Those are the same. The base angles are congruent. Using your pencil, we're going to put an arc at the base. So B, just using your eyes, what does B match with?
D. So U.
C. Base angles are congruent. The top 2 are also considered base angles because your trapezoid can flip upside down. So these 2 are congruent to each other. So I'm going to put 2 arc marks. Those are both obtuse, they're congruent. These are both acute, they are congruent. Opposite angles in a parallelogram and a rhombus and a trapezoid, not trapezoid, but a rectangle, those are congruent. Opposite angles now are not congruent. Opposite angles are supplementary. So using that knowledge, this is a non-isosceles trapezoid because we don't have congruent sides. So we don't have congruent sides. I have to find the missing angle. So if this is 87, 87 and what will make 180? Because half of the picture makes 180. $93. So 93 goes here. On the other side, same thing. A 4-sided shape makes 360 in total. This side adds to make 180. So if that's 51, how much is K? 149. Let's go to number 3, straight down. Is it 129? It's 129. You're right. That is correct. Thank you for checking. I'm not looking at my answer key. 129.
Period.
Bobby, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Do you guys know what that's from? Or is that before your time?
Maybe that's just not our time.
It's not. It's from Hannah Montana.
Oh, period though.
Okay, so from number 3, which is not my time either, it's my sister's time, but I had like a 10-year difference between my sister and okay, so what should we do with these? Are they the same? Yes.
Yeah,
They're not the same. This is obtuse, this is small, so they're going to equal to 180. So we're going to do 8x plus 6. So using your eyeballs, those are not the same. So we're going to add them to make 180. Combine like terms, minus 60, divide by 8. When I divide by 8, how much do I get? 15. Nice. Do I have to plug it back in? Heck no. Okay, right underneath it is a congruency statement. Notice it doesn't have an equal sign. It has an equal sign with a squiggle. So it doesn't want to know the number that matches it. It wants to know the letters that match it. So D to G, kind of like when we did triangles, DG is congruent to what? EF. If I say DF, DF is congruent to what? EG.
Period.
How do we feel? Am I moving too fast?
No.
Okay, number 7, we're going straight down, and then you're going to try a couple of them. So for number 7, where else, because this is an isosceles trapezoid, because you have a tick mark and a tick mark. So where else can 112 go? Q. How am I going to find S and R? Minus from 180, because half of the shape adds to make 180. So if that's 112, how much has to be at the bottom? 68. And then 68 can go where else? R, because they match. So take a second, try 6 and 8.
Could have said 6, 7.
But it said 6, 7, 30 to 7, so try 6, 8.
That works.
Mhm. So B and C would add to make 180. You put A and B. You wrote it wrong.
I did it wrong. Okay. It's B and C.
So B and C.
Six,
Oh, you copied my little equations, but the way you wrote your letters, you went this way and I went this way. Some of my opposite directions are under shape. Okay, what's T match with? U, and then V matches with W. Okay, so those are congruency statements.
oh, period.
Okay, if this is 47, where else can 47 go? W. How much are the missing other 2 angles? 133. Easy peasy. There are actually surprisingly a lot of trapezoids on your EOC. One of them is that graph question. One of them is like the ones we're about to do, and then there's one that's like on the back, and then there's always like 5 or 6, which is kind of shocking because there's only like 60 questions on your EOC. So for it to literally be like a bunch of trapezoids on there, it's usually like 60. Okay. So for number 9, oops. For number 9, take a second. There is no information on your shape. You're going to put the information on your shape. Says MP is 16x minus 13. And O is 9x plus 8. MO is 12y minus 37. EN is 5y plus 19. So it's looking a little cray-cray. We have to solve for X and Y. What? It's not rocket science. What should we do to find X?
This is a good problem. Oh, I forgot how to.
There's an X equation here and there's an X equation here. What do we know about the sides if it's an isosceles trapezoid?
The same.
They're the same. So what are you going to do?
Okay.
Set them equal. Hey. Yeah.
Six.
The y equations look a little weird because they run into each other, but the y equations are going all the way across. I just couldn't literally overlap.
2 and 4.
You are later. The diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid, those are also congruent. So what are you going to do with your y equations? Equal them. So it looks crazy. It looks ugly for sure, but it's not bad. All for X. You do not get a decimal.
Good.
It is, I don't even know. I did it here. Hold on. Yes, that is correct. Yes, that is correct. Did you find your mistake, Lily?
What are the 2 different equations? The balance.
So 2 different equations because you're solving for X and Y can't be in the same equation because then you can't solve for it. How do we feel? Am I moving too fast? Are we going at an okay pace?
Looks like I know.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 more on the front. Down at the bottom, these are the ones that also look like on the EOC, these next 2 questions. So we're gonna do let's do 12 and 13. So for 12, it says WXYZ is an isosceles trapezoid. So that means that the sides match, it means their angles match. Find each of the missing angles. So once we find X, we're going to plug it in because we're going to find like literally everything. So looking at your picture, if I have this angle here and I have this angle here, using your eyeballs, do they look the same? No. Technically, this one could move here because they would match. And then half of the shape makes how much? 180. So what are we going to do with this?
Equal to 180.
Equal them to 180. So we're going to add.
You smart, Jackson.
And we're going to equal it to 180 because they are supplementary, meaning they add to make 180. So we're going to combine like terms. X's get combined with X's. 10 and 6 makes 16. 5 and -1 make 4. Two-step equation. We're going to minus and divide, and then we have to plug it in and find literally every angle in the shape. Right. Oops. That's not right. What do you get for X? Good. So we're going to plug it in. We're going to substitute. Let's see. We're going to plug it in. So 10 times 11 plus 5.
Wait, isn't the 2 in the bottom like
Yep. What is it? 126. 115. The other one you get 65. And then using your eyeballs, the top, the properties of an isosceles trapezoid, the top match. They're called base angles. The base angles match. The base angles literally match, but you have base angles at the top, base angles at the bottom. They're called base angles because you could flip it and reverse it and like slide around your paper. So 115 can go here, 65 can go here. So W is 115 degrees. X is 115 degrees. 65 degrees, 65 degrees. Okay, let's do the one directly underneath it, 13. Last time we added to make 180 because they were opposite angles inside of an isosceles trapezoid. Should we add to make 180 for this? No, because it's a pair of base angles. It's just the top base angles. So they are congruent to each other. So if they're congruent, what are we going to do? Set them angle. When you solve for X, you're going to plug it in, but you still need to find all the angles in the shape. Which this is like the questions that are on the EOC. So, you know, that geometry's math is not quite hard. It's just remembering all these weird properties about all these different shapes and applying them.
Is it test like Friday or what?
So the test is on Wednesday on quadrilaterals. You have a quiz on Friday, which is going to be short, like 5 minutes. The test is like a normal thing, like 12 questions. Honestly, I don't know because I have.
Oh, it's their daughter.
Honestly, I can't even see the test. 100 points.
Oh, no.
Tomorrow's the quiz.
I used to go there for gymnastics, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's forever.
Great.
I think we make them 25 points a week.
How much questions?
2.
Just 2?
Yeah, it's a 5-minute.
Can I go?
You didn't do that for me.
We're gonna do math.
You said that the only thing that's going to be on the quiz like first.
Yeah, the sentences. Yeah, the test is on this stuff. Test is on this. Quiz every week will be a review quiz from other chapters.
I did first.
Well, that's why we've been reviewing all week. Have you been practicing?
Wait, we're going to practice. You take away.
Well, because I'm telling you to literally, like today, I was literally like, do your sentences. You're just
Those are
staring at me. What are you talking about? The sentences are.
What I got was booked in the from the last time.
Yeah, it is a different thing. It's a different sentence every week, every day. It's in your notebook. It's page 27.
Oh. Look. It's on
I'm like, no, quarter one.
Where are we gonna have her?
Notebook, page 27.
Oh, no, it's supposed to go.
It should be all in there. Flip it to the back.
Yeah, no.
Let's see if we can find it.
Look, I have it.
Do you find it?
Yes. Look, I promise you I have it.
There's-
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Initial statement, number 27. There you go, you can send that. Boom. Binder.
This is why we have a binder.
27.
Wait, no, it's not.
You're gonna be on.
Exception.
Sorry.
Friday.
Oh, it's right here. Boom. 27.
I'm telling you.
Boom. 27. Boom. 27. On your EOC, that's why we keep our binders with our pages numbered at the top. All day, every day. Huh? Binder check will be in like 2 weeks.
I can't.
Gotta match my energy.
I can't.
What's X?
You're killing me. You're killing me, Souls.
7. Okay, when you plug it in, what do you get for the top? 31, 131, 131. How much is the base? 49 because you minus from 180. Boom. Isosceles. Okay. We're gonna go to the back. We're gonna do the back theorem, and then you're just gonna finish the rest of the
So
problem.
we're not doing 14?
You're gonna do 14,
No.
just not right now. So on the back side, let's go to mid segments of trapezoid. This is also on the EOC. Like I said, I don't know why there's a bunch of trapezoids on EOC of all the random things. There's sentences, there's trapezoids. I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. They like a little razzle dazzle. Okay. Yeah.
13. Like, not.
You got 13?
Okay.
Got 30?
30. 3.
Like for X?
Yeah.
Are you helping?
Yeah.
Okay, AB is parallel to EF, which is parallel to DC, which is the mid segment. So now we have this line going through the trapezoid, like sideways, horizontal. Okay, what the thing is for this is we're gonna take base 1, we're gonna add base 2, we're gonna divide by 2. So this is gonna be base 1, which is the top. We're gonna take base 2, which is the bottom. We're gonna divide by 2. And that is how you find the mid segment. The mid segment is the middle of the trapezoid. Kind of like when we did mid segment of triangles. We multiplied the mid segment by 2 and it equal to the base of the triangle.
Those little 2 lines. I forgot what it means.
Parallel. So AB runs parallel to EF, which parallel to DC. So we're going to use this same picture for number 1. So if I like just kind of sketch out a trapezoid, you don't have to think too hard about it. You have mid segment. AB is the top, and it's saying AB is 14. DC is 26. DC is the bottom of the picture. I need to find the mid segment. So what am I going to do with the top and the bottom? I'm going to add it and divide by 2. 20. Okay. We're going to do number 3. I'm going to draw a little picture. We're still using the same picture as the diagram.
Wait, can we like just not do a picture?
Yeah, you don't have to do a picture.
Okay.
It says EF, which now is the middle, is 22. Yeah. That way. There we go. DC is the bottom, which is 38. Some of you have a big enough brain to play with numbers to calculate how much this would make to make a mid segment of 22. We have to find the top this time. The theorem says that we add the bases together, we divide by 2, and that gives me the mid segment. So some of you will just play with it in the calculator until you get the mid segment being 22, which is totally fine. Or you can use the equation. So I'm taking top and bottom, I'm adding them together, top and bottom. I'm dividing by 2. But this time I know what it should equal to. What is the mid segment? 22. So mathematically, how could I solve this? How do I get rid of the 2? Multiply by 2. Just like when we did midpoint formula, we're going to get rid of the denominator. A fraction is fancy division, so the opposite of division is multiplication. So I get rid of it by multiplying by 2. Cross it out. So I have x plus 38 equals what? 44 is the opposite of division. And then I minus. So what is x? Oh.
It's just the I think it's the glare from
Is it from the window? I can. Yeah. These windows are usually closed, but they off power.
That's really good.
I like open all of those to let the light in.
That's good.
So I should math on the whiteboard.
Oh,
Is that better?
yeah.
That is.
Go better.
Last week?
Or was it this week?
No, it was last week.
It was last week, yeah. When the power went out.
It was Friday. It was Thursday.
Yeah, we like opened the windows and I drew all the pictures on the board.
And literally every freshman was like, "We no longer have film."
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
Okay, let's do one more down here.
Wait, 6?
Yep, so 6.
Wait, how?
Because you multiply by 2 to get rid of the denominator.
Oh, no, yeah, I get that.
And then minus 38. So if you plug in your number, you're basically doing top plus bottom, divide by 2 makes 22. So if I test this out, if I take 6 and I add 38, and I divide by 2, does it give me 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would just be a really short trapezoid top, so it's like probably more like this if I were to draw it more exact. 6 would be here, 38 would be here. So like it would be like a skinny top and a fat bottom. Okay, let's do it with algebra. So the theorem says I'm taking the top and I'm adding the bottom. So what two things am I adding together? 38 plus x plus 14. I add the top and bottom together and I'm dividing by 2. So it's going to be all over 2. Skirt, all over 2. And it equals the mid-segment. What's the mid-segment? 5x minus 19. So let's start by getting rid of the denominator of 2 because that's ugly. That's not cute. How do I get rid of the denominator of 2? Times it. So we're going to get rid of this 2, basically multiplying both sides by 2. Now the key is when you cross out the 2's and you move it to the other side, you have to distribute because there's not only a 19 over there, you also have the 5x. So we're going to use distributive property. So I'm going to bring down the normal 38 plus x plus 14 equals, and if I distribute the 2, how much do I get? 10x minus 38. So start by combining like terms. Now it's a normal problem because you got rid of the 2.
A period.
Yeah.
What?
Because you get rid of the 2 by just multiplying 2.
I mean, yeah, I'm still.
Lost in the sauce. So what's, well, we're going to do like another one, but what's 38 and 14 going to make? 52. Technically plus x, or x plus 52. And then I have 10x minus 38. You want to move 38 or 52?
Wait, but why 38 over 19?
Yeah. What the parts? That's why we're doing trapezoids for 2 days. Okay. 52 plus 38 is 90. I'm gonna bring this up because like I'm running out of space. Because my equation is so long. It's massive.
That's what.
You know what else?
My brain. So minus x.
Because you work your brain.
Yeah.
It's part of something.
You get old and you retire, then
Miss
you don't
Hallie?
get your brain and then you die. Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever do the CPR test?
Yeah.
I have to do it today, bro. I think I'm gonna fail it. I'm not.
Well, just don't kill the person.
I know, but like I was trying to do it the other day with like a fake.
Wait, what is that?
And the
The
button
CPR
was
test?
not good.
Yeah.
It's like just to be certified in CPR.
Oh.
It's like where you have to do like the compressions.
You're down to click. Listen for the clips.
I was trying to, but the click wouldn't go off.
Oh, you had a different time.
Okay. I gotta find YZ. So if I plug it in, 5 times 10 is 50. 50 minus 19 is how much? 31. So YZ is 31. That's the answer.
Just remember, it's on a baby. You can put those 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Let's set up number 6. So what 2 pieces are being added together? Top and bottom. So this time I'm going to write a little smaller so I don't have to hopefully move my equation. 2x plus 11. I'm adding the other bottom, which is 6x minus 1. I'm dividing by 2. And I'm equaling it to what? 25. So same thing. Get rid of the 2 by moving it to the other side. The opposite of division, a fraction is fancy division. The opposite of division is multiplication. And multiply by 2 to the other side. Realistically, you can one step like 2 steps in 1 step. You could combine like terms as you're moving the 2 over, just to like save yourself some time, but you don't want to lose, you guys. Time by 2. Time by
Wait,
2.
so first you like transfer back and then combine them after?
You can, yeah. You can do it all at once.
You're trying to say,
Yes, front and back.
You're done?
Did you do the front too? Nice. It's called using his time wisely.
What? I was looking
Instead of you staring at your phone,
I was
dilly
looking
dally.
at my phone today.
So if I combine like terms,
Yeah.
2x and 6x make 8x. 11 minus 1 is 10. And on the other side, what's it going to equal? 50. Boom, I just saved myself 27 steps.
What do we do after this?
Minus 10.
Oh, yeah. You went plus me? Oh, no.
No, that's minus.
Remember, you did the inverse.
No,
Set up first.
no, not 5. Is it 5? Yeah, it is 5. And then you got to plug it in. Now you got to find KJ. So we plug it in. How much? 29. So you have 1 on the back. Well, no, you have 3 on the back, but the top 2 are very easy. You have 1 like equation. When you're done with this, you're going to take a picture of the front and the back because you're doing 3 problems on the back. And then you have like
6
problems on the front. But the problems on the front, most of them are very easy. So start with this one if you want. I don't know why this class took so long to do it.